Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Paul Cruz Show. I hope everyone's doing well and having a great week. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I have a great topic that I want to share with you guys today. And I hope that not only do you embrace it, but you apply it. And I have some incredible topics that are coming up in the new year. It's a series of sales techniques, sales strategies, the initial call, the follow-up call, the closing, the one call close, how to handle, objections and diffusing them with the right rebuttals, how to understand the difference between what an objection really is and what a buying question is. So we're going to get down to the fundamentals of sales because I see there's a lot of that lacking out there. But before we get into the topic, I want to thank everyone for being part of the Paul Cruz Show. And if you're following this video podcast on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, share the video with others, and I do appreciate your feedback. So what I want to talk about today is selling with conviction. Selling with conviction. What do I mean by that? If you don't have conviction, and you don't believe in your ability, if you don't believe in what you're selling, if you don't believe that you have solutions for your customers' problems, and you're not convinced that you could solve their problems, that you understand their problem, you're not going to get far. So the question is, how do you develop conviction? Conviction comes with experience. It comes within time. If you are a salesperson, you've been selling for years, you're convinced that you are a salesperson, right? But you also have to be able to portray and show that you are a valuable salesperson and a phenomenal closer. You see, you can't become a closer unless you know how to sell. Now, no one likes to be sold, but we all like to buy, right? Well, why do people buy? Because they either want something or they need something, right? Well, what happened? They were convinced, they had conviction that they needed to buy that product or services that will benefit them. Does that make sense? How did they get there? Well, the person they spoke with had conviction that they are the person they need to do business with. I want you to think about that. Selling with conviction. Do you have conviction? Do you believe in what you're offering? When you get on the phone with someone, do you earn respect, trust right away? Is your perceived value good, important, or is it weak and bad? Because here's what happens. I've been on the phone for 30 years. It's been my best friend. And up to today, I still cold call. And one of the things I've learned about cold calling, it really makes you tough. It builds you as a salesperson. And you don't have a lot of time to earn that trust, build that bridge, have a good perception where they believe you're an expert, where they start to hear right away that you might be the guy for them. That comes with conviction from the minute they say hello. Is that you? If not, it could be you if you want it to be you. Because we all are being persuaded through conviction, through sales techniques. Sometimes people get manipulated and flat out lied to. That's a shame, but it happens. But if you could sell with conviction and you believe in your heart that your customer needs to own this because it's going to benefit them, then you need to convey that message with absolute conviction, persuasion, and with value. Think about that. And conviction comes, as I said, with experience, understanding sales techniques, understanding sales strategies, understanding tonality, how you use your voice inflection, especially if your sales is over the phone, like me. It also is developed how you handle objections or rejection. How do you counterpart an objection with a rebuttal? You see, we are all customers. And we know when somebody is trying to lie to us, or we should. Have you ever been in a phone call or a position where you felt the guy was lying to you, or they didn't know what they was talking about? You didn't want to talk with them, right? You want to talk with people that could address your concerns, your questions, right? No different. So to be selling with conviction, you also have to understand the consumer, the customer, so that you can be understood. So that when you convey your message through the art of storytelling and you address their concerns and you show them the solutions to their concerns or their problems or the situations, that's conviction. So just think about that. Are you selling with conviction, or are you selling with lies, deceit, manipulation, embellishment? It happens, right? Because this is what I've learned. I've learned this. We buy because we need something or we want something. My personal view and the way I go about targeting customers, and I tell them on the phone, I called you from this lead source, or I've done some research on you. I targeted you because I believe I could help your business. You have to understand them so that they can give you understanding. Make it about them. The conviction is about them. But there's a lot of elements that go with that. So I want you to think about that. Selling with conviction. I know some salespeople that are really, really good, but they don't believe in what they do. They just know how to manipulate. That's not conviction. You know, I tell clients when I speak with them, I say, yeah, I'm pushy, but I believe that you need to own this. And here's the reason why. If I believe it can help you, I'm going to push for you to own it. I'm going to persuade you with facts, with telling you what your problem is and showing you the solution to it is. Knowing that you got phone calls from other people trying to offer you the same product and services. And finally, conviction is about you selling yourself. I call it a self-wrap, because You could have the greatest product in the world that has the solutions to many problems. But if the customer doesn't buy into you first, or invest time in you, or believe in you, or trust you from the get-go, they're never going to own the product. So they have to be convinced through your conviction that you got their back, that you're going to do what's in their best interest, that you are their guy. Think about that. Selling with conviction. Do you have it? If you don't, I encourage you. If you're watching my YouTube channel, respond to me on my YouTube channel, subscribe, share with others, comment. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Paul Cruz Show. Direct message me and I'll respond in 24 hours. And the number one thing to conviction is really about understanding your customer. Because once you understand who they are, what their needs are, what their wants are, and you can really provide that and fill that, you're going to do really well. So I want to thank you for listening. And if you've been watching this video on YouTube, again, please subscribe. For those of you who heard me on my podcast, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Paul Cruz Show. Till we speak again, I say goodbye. And again, thank you for being part of The Paul Cruz Show. Have a great day. Bye for now.